Okay, thank you again, my viewers, tonight. Thank you for joining me. Very importantly, anywhere you are joining me for, I want to bring this important message to us this evening. This message is so important that has been worrying me. I've been confused when it comes to investment scammers and business scammers. I want to give us a candid advice tonight, and I want us to take it for free. So anywhere you are joining me, just make sure you acknowledge the fact that you are joining me. Tell me where you are joining me from. You can also do me a favor by sharing this video to your wall so that everyone can actually benefit from what I'm about to say. It's about investment scammers. Now, the truth of the matter is, as much as that investment is very good and lucrative, investments are profitable. Investment is a way of turning your money to make further profit. But we must also be very, very careful in knowing the type of investment that we venture in. What is moving around us now, what is rampant, is investment scammers. People that will prepare schemes, that will prepare products, and make sure a lot of people get involved in those schemes, and at the end of the day, they are scammers. If you watch the social media, you discover that a lot of people have been scammed of their hard-earned money. Now, I don't blame people doing schemes. I don't blame scammers. Most of the times, I blame investors. Now, if you have earned your money in a very hard way, if you have taken time to save that money, you must also take time to do that investment. You must learn about the investment. You must be very careful in what we invest on. I'll just tell us a few things to let us know that investors most of the times will lack knowledge. Number one, we lack knowledge of the investment that we're about to do. At times we follow the bad wagon to invest. At times we don't take time to ask the necessary question. So the first thing first that make people to scam us, that make people to take away our fund, our hard-earned fund, is lack of knowledge. Before you carry your money to do that investment, you must keep the money first and go for knowledge. Know more about the investment, know the origin, know the foundation, know the rudiment, and know the exit route of that investment. A lot of investments are not forever. They are not forever. There are times that we have exit point of investment. So please, if you are joining me, make sure you share this video to everyone, because people need to hear this. People need to listen to this. Okay, and for me to be sure that you have joined me, you can also comment, tell me hi that you have joined, and you also share it to people. So number one point I want us to know is knowledge. You must be acquainted with information regarding that investment. Now, if you have known a lot of investment, a lot of knowledge, it will reduce the level of losses. Even when companies want to start up a business, if you want to open branch of any of the branches, they must go and do feasibility study. Part of the feasibility study you need to do as an investor is for you to get acquainted with information about that knowledge. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people, I've seen people asking me questions about investment. Now I would put it back to them. I will tell them, go and learn about that investment first. Go and learn it first. Go and gather information. What do you know? And most of the times you discover that they don't know anything about that investment. So lack of knowledge, it is the reason why a lot of people are scammed. Why a lot of people lose their hard-earned money. They don't know about the investment they want to do. Sit down and ask questions. Go for seminar. Ask mentors. Ask people that can actually guide you. And when you are guided, you will know whether you need to put your money, or you need to exit at early point, you need to exit at the middle point, or you need to exit or follow through the investment. Okay, number 2 point I want to tell us is greed. Is greed. A lot of us are greedy. A lot of investors are greedy. A lot of investors want to eat where they did not sow. Is greediness. Someone will just come and tell you, invest 1 million and get 500,000. Where is such done? It's very clear. Go to the banks, they will give you the CBN approved investment rates. Anything that is above that, anything that is beyond that, is tantamount to scam. So you have already scammed yourself before the scammer scammed you. The return on investment is so high that nobody on earth can do business with that investment and earn such profit. So that is why it's important that when you hear outrageous interest rate, when you hear very abnormal interest rate, run away for your life. Keep your money. There's an approved rate, there's a legitimate interest that a fund can accrue. Okay, so greediness. A lot of people have been involved in so many schemes, so many things that is not involved. For example, you have deposit, they will tell you deposit 1 million and will pay you 20,000 naira every month from that investment. Now, when you start collecting 20,000 naira monthly, it will take you 50 months to collect your 1 million naira. So you are bound to lose from the beginning, because the bulk money is with people you have invested on. Okay, so let's be warned and let's be advised that investment is risky. Every investment is a risky venture. Don't let anybody deceive you that is sure, that is 100% is sure it must work. It's not true. We have even seen investment that have good intention from beginning, but at the end of the day, something went wrong. Okay, so we shouldn't be greedy when it comes to investment. Okay, and number 3 point I will discuss with us again tonight is that you don't need to do every business. You don't need to do every investment. There's some investment that will come to you since it's not your field, since it's not your passion. Don't go near it. Just leave it. Leave it for. It can work for people in New Zealand. It can work for people in Lagos, but it might not work for you because you are in your location. So investment portfolio matters. It's not every investment you invest because the whole world is doing it. Let me join them. No. You will come in and burn your fingers. So that is why it's so important that it's not every investment, it's not every business you do. Like I said in my point 1, if you need to do it, then go for knowledge, go for information, acquit yourself, become a master in that field so that you know when to enter, you know when to exit, you know when to stay. It's very, very important. So these 3 points I've mentioned tonight will actually save us. I've mentioned that we should gather knowledge before we do investment. We should not be greedy. And number 3 is not every business, is not every investment you must do. That is why scammers scam us. We have poverty already, we have inflation, we have high prices of commodity. If they again scam you to add to all this we have had, that means you are having a lot of injury. To earn income, to earn money now is very hard. So before you put that money into any investment, make sure you gather knowledge, make sure you add relevant action, make sure you go to Google, make sure you call people on phone. Release that money, let it be the last thing you will release. Don't just release money anyhow because it's called investment. Like I said, and I try to close with this, every investment is risky. Every investment is risky. Nobody can tell you that any investment is guaranteed. Even to sleep at night, to wake up in the morning is a risky venture. If you are told that when you sleep, you will not wake up in the morning, most of us will not sleep. So it's risky. Investment is risky. Thank you for joining me. My name is Dr. FM. I will always bring information as such like this to our way to guide us so that we will not fall into investment scammers. Recently, I just said it on Facebook that somebody scam people of over 2-3 billion. I say, how can? Now a lot of persons are 418, and that is why they can do you 419. If you are not 418, nobody will do you 419. For you to fall trap of scammers, you also have a scamming blood in your gene. Thank you and stay well. See you some other time.